Hello and welcome back to our Victoria 3 Two Sicilies campaign. We are in the middle of trying to form Italy, but Italy is going to have to wait because the next thing on our agenda is to try to get a protectorate in Africa? Yes, that's right. We are wanting to take Tunis. Now, we already have Tripolitania as a member of our market, and we are, again, slowly but surely trying to build up relations up with our North Italian brothers and try to form the Kingdom of Italy. But today, we find ourselves at war, trying our best to turn Tunisia into a protectorate. We just split the Sicilian Second Army away from our kind of main force with an incredibly long name that I am not even going to try to pronounce, so that they can do a naval invasion and let us check it out. Now, alright, so the invasion is still not... Let's see. Maybe I should actually do this. Now, there's not going to be any artillery, but... You know what? Let's try it. We'll do, if we have to, we will do multiple invasions with multiple armies. We will absolutely bleed out on the shores of North Africa. But just like our ancestors, we Italians, or people of the Italian peninsula, it is time for us to take over Tunisia, or what used to be Carthage. An exile at the gates. How fitting that we get this, a play on words from Hannibal at the gates, right as we declare war on what was at one point the ancient city of Carthage, and which now is the modern city of Tunisia. But an exile at the gates, the relatively lenient Sicilian immigration system has long been attractive to those fleeing their home nations. Recently, Giuseppe Mazzini has petitioned to join the stream of people moving to Two Sicilies. Yes, I'm very happy with that. He is a historical character, member of the intelligentsia. Let's take a look at him. He's an agitator. He's going to join the movement to enact a technocracy. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that for now. Again, I'm not going to try to do that, but because my the character I'm playing as is a royalist, so he is going to want to hold on to autocracy and specifically the monarchy as much as he can. But if radicals come into the country, and create a revolution that either makes him give some concessions or perhaps even overthrows him, well, that is part of the story that we are putting together, right? Alright, let's check out this naval invasion. We are losing. And it's not particularly close. Cool. Fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll keep fighting for a little while and see what happens. Maybe I should have built up the Navy a little bit more. Maybe I should have tried to take Tripolitania first. Law proposal causes uproar in South Italian communities. Alright, claiming that the enactment of religious schools would affect the country's South Italian inhabitants in disproportionately negative ways. Alright, how though? South Italian firebrands have riled up, alright. And their thoughts concern us. How? Force the issue through. Here's the thing, we are South Italian. We probably have a lot of sympathy, so we're going to acknowledge and address their concerns. That is going to hurt the law's success, but we are South Italian, and we're going to have some sympathy for our South Italian brothers. Yes, and I am worried that we might have put our troops in an unwinnable situation, and that it might have been better to use the Second Sicilian Army in the first place. The question is, though, which actually I need to check this. Okay, so I don't have general training either, so this might end up just being a manpower fight, which I do think I could probably win. Let me check their barracks, make sure they're not ahead of us. Yeah, so, I mean, this is going to be a manpower fight, and I think that, that goes to us. Frustrated with the lengthy legal process surrounding religious schools, Augusto of the Catholic Church has approached us with an offer to expedite the process, but it'll make the intelligentsia mad. Yeah, sure. Now, our naval invasion seems to have absolutely failed. I'm going to let that go, and we are unfortunately just going to bleed ourselves on the coast of Tunisia, which we'll see what happens. If nothing else, we're going to build up some experience. Whether that matters, I'm not really sure. Alright, here we go. We probably should have started with the cavalry and the cannons in the first place. And I think you can really tell the difference between the quality. Actually, I should probably take a look at the unit types that they are using. Let's look. Yeah, they are just using line infantry. So I think that is the difference. Having some artillery, having some cavalry, and soon having some skirmish infantry. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go to, yeah, General Staff. Let's get that skirmish infantry. Actually, hold on. Let's go back to the society portion. There's the tech tree. And yeah, I think we're good. Let's get the General Staff. We're going to need a strong army. One that can defeat the Tunisians. Oh yeah. No, look at them just melting. And I think a lot of that is coming from the fact that our offense is fairly high. Let's take a look at why our offense is fairly high. It is well off the highest offense in the world, but part of that is going to be because of our unit types. Go ahead, keep encouraging Italian nationalism. That's good. Oh, looks like the Netherlands have declared us a rival. You know what? Two can play that game, Netherlands. Go ahead and make them a rival as well. Why not? Academic assistance. The teachers of our higher institutions of learning have offered to advise the government in the implementation of religious schools. Yes, but Tunis is asking for a white peace. I am not about to do that. We are definitely not losing this war. Which I understand that a white peace is more of a tie than anything, but I think they're, I mean, yeah, they're running out of manpower. They just simply, I mean, they're hiring, but I think we're destroying them faster than they can hire. Something that we do need to worry about is our economic situation. Our debt is starting to spiral. We don't have enough artillery. A lot of that will help when I unmobilize this force. Yeah, there we have it. That'll do it. We have captured Tunis. Now we just have to hold it. Go ahead. And they will accept this right now. Propose the peace deal. And Tunis is now part of our, not only part of our market, but also is currently bugged so that they have the conquered flag over them the entire time. But when I reload eventually, that will go away. Sometimes it goes away if I just go to a different menu, but no, it's still there. Yep. Unmobilizing the army helped us out a ton. Let's see, what are we spending our money on? Mostly still construction goods. Oh, that's what helps us. We're not building anything right now. Alright. I do want to continue building. I always want to continue building. That is really how our GDP increases. Now, we do have some private construction going on, but not really enough. So, honestly, what I think we need is... we're on a real education push right now. With our religious schools being enacted, I think it would be good to increase our universities. I feel like Florence is a place that should have a grand university, so I'm going to build a university there. And probably just let that sit for a second. Getting a defensive pact from Parma, I will take that. Greece looks like they will join our customs union in exchange for an obligation. I will take that, certainly. Yeah, so when we look at our market, we are actually looking really well. Eventually, I plan on trying to break up the Ottomans. I want to really extend my influence in the Balkans, so we'll see how that goes. I have plenty of diplomacy, so let's go ahead and improve some relations, because I know that we will improve relations with Tunis, and improve relations with Great Britain, and might as well improve relations with Bavaria and Saxony as well. I'm honestly thinking about trying to end our rivalry with Spain, especially because they have a conciliatory attitude with us. So let's go ahead. Never mind. Gonna bring that rivalry back because I need a diplomacy. Once again, we are out of construction, so I'll need to address that. You know what, I think getting the explosive factories into... oh, we can't build munitions plants yet, so we'll need to do that soon. But I feel like go ahead and building an explosives factory could be good. Alright, France. Now, if you wanted to buy our debt off of us, I think I'd probably be okay with it. Do I want to bring these armies back together? I think I will keep them separated for now. I think that was probably a good idea. In fact, I think I want to go even heavier on maybe a offensive army and a defensive army. So, for example, I could move these Lancers to this force. And then... yeah, so the religious schools, they're getting a lot of enactment, but not a lot. They're not moving from one phase to the next like I want them to. I could think about increasing taxes again. That would... I mean, that would be good. And I could decrease government wages. That would put me at break even. Let's see, what is driving us? It's not just the construction goods. I mean... we're going to go ahead and click that. That is just, I mean, that event pops up quite often, and it just gives us some migration attraction. Yeah, so I mean, the hard thing that we're going to have to do is deal with our debt spiral. Let's see. Something we could do is trade away some fabric because we have an insane amount of it. All right, let's go. French market, yes. Prussian market, yes. Danish market, yes. British market, yes. Ottoman market, sure. American market, sure. All right, the next thing we can do is we produce lots and lots of wine. That makes sense. We're Italian. Who else wants wine? Russian market sure does. So do the French. Great. What else do we produce? Maybe I should have been doing this a lot sooner. Let's go ahead and export some meat. Not much of that though, just some. We can export about 50 sugar. All right, that doesn't make much sense. Let's see how that impacts our markets. Not too much. Hey, we have religious schools. That's good. We can start enabling some educational advancements, and I'm going to look to do that right away. Let's go ahead and... because I have tons and tons of excess bureaucracy, so let's go ahead and deal with that. So while I'm not building anything, I am in trouble. So I'm gonna go up to full taxes again, and I am going to, let's see. You know what? Some silk plantations might actually not be terrible. I also could look to build in the colony some wood, perhaps. Now, we're going to struggle with qualifications, I think, there. But that could definitely be an option. And then let's go ahead and get some dyes, because I think we have some PMs that dye workshops or dye plantations could really help us with. Speaking of, let's just take a look. Food industries, okay, we can... Yeah, so we have dyes. Let's go ahead and just increase production in our textile mills. Glassworks, do we have lead? I don't think we have any lead yet. General staff unlocked, great. Let's go over into our production because we are going to need, first of all, nitroglycerin is going to be awesome. I'm also going to go with the Bessemer process. I think that will help us a little bit, but I just don't want to have to default our debt, you know? Nitroglycerin, alright, so we're really going to put our our mines into overdrive. I'm going to go ahead and do the ammonia soda process. It's going to give us a crazy amount of explosives, but now I need to make a demand for said explosives. I'm going to go ahead and do water tube boiler, and artillery foundry. Yeah, I'll make that smooth bores. Let's go gas streetlights everywhere. I think that will help. We'll see. But here is where I have a chance to really change the way our mining industry works. But before I do that, I just want to, yeah, I don't know if that's worth it, but harvesting tools, soil enriched farming, don't need that. All right, let's create some demand for explosives, shall we? Nitroglycerin everywhere. Now, I should probably do this a little slower than I am. And this is going to hurt our population life expectancy in these regions because, you know, boom. But we have an explosives factory online. It is going to start employing people. We might actually want to start thinking about needing to build it up. Yes, we are definitely going to have to start adding to our explosives factory, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and build 2 more of those. Secret societies. Yeah, I'm not worried about the intelligentsia. No, obviously not. And then I actually think that now we're at a point where we need more sulfur. Are we still the #1 producer of sulfur in the world? No, we are not. We're now the number 20 producer, so we'll have to do some catching up. But I can do a lot of that right there. Yeah. All right, we have our schools. Let's see, what other laws might we want to look at passing? Potentially charity hospitals? That has potential, although we're just making the church more and more powerful. Don't really want to go down into national militia. We could do poor laws, not super interested in that yet. We are the number 10 power in the world, though, so let's see if that has any impact on... First of all, can we declare more interest? Yeah, we can. So let's do that. I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to declare an interest in Iberia. I'm going to also declare an interest in the rest of Africa and in Arabia. Still, no one new wants to be in our customs union. That's fine. We can... I will take a trade agreement with Prussia, though, because I could use their help. I guess my next question is, I mean, what if I did have to go to war with Sardinia Piedmont, just to knock them down a peg? My navy is significantly stronger than theirs, so I actually don't think that would be a very tough war at all. The thing about Sardinia Piedmont is because they have Sardinia, which has so much of their Well, they haven't really developed it too much, but Sardinia is such an important province for them, and it's where they're, at least one of their artillery foundries, yeah, it's where their only artillery foundry is. So if you can blockade Sardinia and keep them from being able to access Sardinia, you can really crush Sardinia Piedmont's economy very quickly. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, I feel this need to keep building, but, you know, there's definitely problems with that. I could prioritize non-luxury clothing, but no, and we have plenty of dye now. How are my colonies going? All right, pretty well, pretty well. Nothing in North Cameroon yet. Are we able to fill up the logging camp? Yeah, we actually were, so... Oh, would you look at that? So we have... Interesting. Alright, so we have the French Republic, which, is this still Bonaparte? No, this isn't. This is President. Okay, so we have a republic against a radical French Republic, so an elective dictatorship. Let's see, what does that mean in terms of... It's a parliamentary republic autocracy. Well, that... I mean, is this like the French version of North Korea? Yeah, I actually don't know who would be best to throw our weight behind here. I think that for sure the French Republic is going to win. So, it's curious that Prussia decided to throw their weight in with the French Republic because they are still an absolute monarchy. It is what it is. And the French Republic offered to owe us an obligation if we will back them in the ongoing diplomatic play against radical French. I'm absolutely going to accept that. Do I have the economy to handle a war right now? No, I don't. Will my navy be able to handle theirs? Maybe, actually. So there is at least that. I would love to not... Russia sided with the French Republic. Alright, I mean, this is... Yeah, no. Alright, I've joined the winning side. I am going to mobilize... I'm going to mobilize one army where we will send our light infantry to go take on radical French skirmish infantry. But... I mean, what can I say? We uphold our end of the deal. I will probably, unfortunately, have to just let some of our construction lapse here, but needing, or you know, that obligation for this new French, or the old French Republic is, I mean, I think it's too good to pass up. So let's go ahead and send our army to... Send them to Normandy. We're going to need way more convoys. Alright, so time to cancel some trade routes. Specifically ones that cost a ton of convoys. Which, unfortunately, that's probably going to have to be this fertilizer Now, let's... Oh wait, I have enough. We're good. Toms, boys! Let's see. What type of military units do they have? Alright, skirmish, infantry. And we are going to be attacking them with line infantry. So we're going to lose some of our brave Italians in this action, but we've joined the winning side. That's, I think, the thing that we need to remember. I say we've joined the winning side, but we have done nothing but lose so far. You know, this hasn't been as disastrous for our economy as I feared it would be. What I do worry about is that second French religious revolt fleet. That is a monster that I do not want to have to fight. So I'm going to keep my fleet... Oh, my fleet has actually taken an engagement. I'm going to keep my fleet... all, unfortunately, 11,000 of them in the home ports, probably for the rest of this war. This war is not going to be won in the ocean. This war is going, at least not by us, this war is going to be won on land. We, I believe, actually had a victory here. Yes, we launched a successful attack. So, hey, who is our commander? Fabio. Nice going, Fabio. You're a lander. You know what? You get a promotion. He has delivered one of our most surprising and most grand victories, not only of this conflict, but, I mean, he was out... I actually don't know if he was outnumbered, but... no, he was definitely not outnumbered, but here he is again, General Fabio. The radical religious revolt of France cannot stand up to Fabio. I mean... yeah, just victory left and right for Fabio. What a guy. What a guy. Fabio. Fabio, you mastermind. Now, is he taking on large French forces? No. No. And he wasn't... I'm not asking him to. He is attacking the enemy as he sees them. He is winning victories. He is a national hero. National hero. Can I erect a statue to this man? Well, we'll have to see if I can elect a statue to this man in the next episode. We are going to continue our war against France. We are going to potentially use that obligation to have France join us. I'm specifically looking at the Italian lands in Austria and saying, I want them. And we will, well, first, but we can't get ahead of ourselves. We have to first win against the French religious revolt. So we'll have to do that on the next episode. I'm Ben the Bold, and you have been you. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you tune into the next one.